Another great use of builder in a bottle is the ability to encapsulate nail art with a clear builder in a bottle. This can either smooth out chunky art, so like these stars that we're going to use, a chunky glitter, or can help protect nail art like a chrome or a fine glitter, hand painted nail art, or just act like an extra insurance policy layer for any super heavy handed clients. You will be needing a clear builder in a bottle because you need to be able to see the nail art, unless of course you want to be working with different opacities and colours if that's part of the design. But for this service we will be using the original correction gel, which is a clear soft gel builder in a bottle, obviously. So we're going to be working on this builder in a bottle extension on Rianne's index finger. As with any service, we're going to sanitize our client's hands and do our own. And we're going to cleanse this nail. How you apply your nail art on top of either the regular gel polish service, the builder gel overlay, or the builder gel extension. How you apply your art is completely down to the design. So I will be using correction gel as part of this design, but that's more for convenience. Up until this point is just completely reliant on whatever you want to do with the nail art. So this isn't necessarily a technique you have to follow yourself, it's just an option. So on a buffed surface, buffed and cleansed surface, I'm applying a thin layer of clear correction gel, and I'm not going to cure it, and I'm going to use this like a glue or like a sticky layer for me to apply our chunky stars on. A lot of people, nail techs, struggle with encapsulating a chunky nail art product because, especially these stars, the pointy little corners, they stick up, they get in the way, they catch, they don't last. If you try and buff if you top coat them and try and buff over it, you can end up buffing the stars out. They can be a bit problematic. So I'm going to use a stylus tool and place these stars inside of the wet layer. This is all just nail art at this point. You can do it in any way you like. You can pop it onto the inhibition layer of a gel polish if that's what you prefer. I'm just going for a quick and easy, cute nail art. Oh, that's actually 2 stars in 1. That would have been pretty chunky. So I'm going to leave those like that. The reason I have chosen to put the stars into uncured correction gel is that the wet product can move around them and sort of hug them. That's going to shrink and help them when it cures and help them stay on, but it's also going to help smooth over the surface of the nail because that uncured product's moving around the shape of the little stars. Ideally, you want to be putting any chunky art into the thickest part of the nail, which is typically the middle of the nail or in the back third, so really staying away from the perimeter. That's because if you go to encapsulate nail art that's close to the perimeter, you're adding a lot of layers to go over it, and then that's making your perimeter wider, which is giving you a bulky nail, which is typically what you want to avoid. So if you are doing rather chunky nail art like we are today, try and keep your art in the more central part of the nail for that reason. And that's pretty cute. We've just got a few stars in her nail. Beautiful. So So we're going to cure that. There we go. So now we're going to encapsulate this nail art, which we are going to do with, it's almost like an overlay, but a very thin overlay, and our focus isn't structure and building an apex that's appropriate to the nail length. Our focus is completely covering the nail art to achieve a smooth surface if possible. It's all about protecting the art underneath, not necessarily adding structure and strength to the nail, although it will add strength, and we want to be aware that it's not ruining our structure or ruining our shape. But the main aim is to completely cover our art in a smooth layer. So to do that, I'm going to go in with a slip layer. So just paint over it the surface of the nail with the builder gel, nice and thin and even, and this is going to guide the next bead of the more substantial bead of product. And I'm going to focus on the center of the nail where the art is, floating it from side to side. It is difficult to see because it's clear, but it's the same technique as with an overlay. Float it side to side, and then I am going to be finessing it to keep our nail looking pretty, not bulbous at the perimeter, not the keeping it thin at the free edge, keeping it thin at the side walls. And I'm looking over the nail, and I can see on one star down here we haven't got really beautiful coverage, so I'm going to float the tip of my bristles over that star to move the gel over it, and everybody else is looking fairly well covered. Go. So there's a very small amount of builder gel on, and I've kept it in the middle of the nail, so it is self-leveling, but because I've kept it in the nail it has space to self-level without flooding. And I'm just doing all of my checks, and I'm happy with that. Everything is covered, so I'm going to fully cure that nail. If you were doing this on a regular gel polish service, there isn't a significant amount of product on it already, and you have done a thin overlay now to encapsulate, so I probably would put that on low heat mode. But because we do have an extension or substantial overlay underneath, there's a lot of product between the natural nail and the current product that's curing, so I'm not worried about a heat spike. Any warmth out?
No, just normal.
Just normal? No heat spike. That's very good. Beautiful. So let's have a close up and have a look at what we've got. So we're using the line of light. Once again, you can see we have nice full coverage over all of our stars. None of the corners are sticking out. There's no flooding, and there's no excessive bulk at the sides. If we look down the barrel of the nail, we're doing pretty much an overlay on an extension. I don't think this nail is too thick or particularly unnatural looking, but it does add thickness. That's just part of encapsulating, doing an encapsulation technique on a nail. If thickness was a concern for your client, you could have quite a thin extension or a thin overlay, and then your added strength and structure can come from the encapsulation overlay. But if, say like in this service, we've done the finished nail and then going, oh, we want to encapsulate some stars, I would just consult with my client and say, we can do that, but because they are chunky and I want them to last for you and not catch and just be nice and smooth and pretty and shiny, we will need to do a bit more product on top to keep them in. It's going to be a bit thicker, but it's still not going to be hard, rigid or overly chunky. They'll still be super pretty, but it will be a bit more than you're used to. Give them the pros and cons and why they're doing it. And most of the time, if they want the art, they'll get the art, and a fraction thicker of a nail isn't going to put them off. It is still going to be flexible, durable. It's going to feel the same. it might just look ever so slightly different if you really look closely at it. But I mean, you're seeing Rian's hands, you know, much like your client sees them, just a really like a normal distance away from themselves, and that's not a chunky 2x4 nail by any means. If I wasn't happy with that application, I could cleanse it and then refine it with either a buffer or a file, but I am happy with that application, so I'm going to top coat it to seal in our clear builder gel, builder in a bottle. To do that, I'm going to use glossing gel, which is the Artistic System gel polish top coat. Beautiful, and I'm going to top coat that. Beautiful. I'm going to cleanse off the inhibition layer of the glossing gel. I'd say that this is the most builder in a bottle that you're ever going to need to encapsulate nail art with. We've shown you like the maximum amount for doing something really chunky and substantial with sharp corners and lots of it all over the nail. You do have other options when using a clear builder in a bottle to encapsulate nail art. You could potentially paint over with correction gel, your BIAB, like just a matte layer, so just paint on one coat and then go over with top coat. That's gonna, the thicker viscosity of the BIAB is gonna give you much more of encapsulation that one or two coats of top coat alone would do. You could also do just either one coat and then top coat, or two painted coats curing in between and then top coat, or you could really basically do like an overlay and build a structured encapsulation layer like this one. That comes down to your client's personal preference in terms of thickness. If they really want it to be thin, you could paint the layers on. If they do want the added thickness, even if the nail art doesn't require it, you could do this. It also just comes down to the nail art that you're doing, and there's everything under the sun. So play around. The chunkier, the more encapsulation it's going to need, the finer, the smoother it is. Painted layers are going to be your friend.